There's a couple of things to pay attention to. I mentioned about the number of holders. Just take a look at this. The number of addresses balanced above 1. It's running. It's not just slowly going up. It's like running high. It's going parabolic right now, right? So the number of holders growing by leaps and bounds right now. Leaps and bounds. And of course, a lot of you guys are trying to time bottom. Hopefully you watched my video from last night. I recorded right before dinner about talking about chasing bottoms, chasing that absolute bottom point before buying back in, right? And many people feel like they know where the bottom is exactly. Okay. But I've warned about how almost everyone that tries to do that gets it wrong. But if you were trying to time bottom, you would use metrics or indicators like this that indicate where some of the previous bottoms were. And you will see that if you're using that, well, right now indicates a bottom, although people still don't believe it, right? So timing bottom, chasing bottom is just, it's an impossible task. The way to win at crypto or any kind of investments is really to just DCA. Buy the dip, buy over time, buy when others are fearful, hodl, and wait for the gains to come to you. It's really that simple. But if you're trying to chase bottom, a lot of times you get hurt, you miss out, then you have to FOMO in later when you could have just bought low, right? So there's that. All right. So I want to start out with those things. So obviously Bitcoin is still moving in the right direction. As for Ethereum, why is Ethereum going up? Well, I've been talking about a lot about Ethereum. There's a lot of thought about Ethereum being a security recently, right? From Gary Gensler and from Michael Saylor, everyone seems to want to, knock down Ethereum. And I said, you know what? Ethereum is growing by leaps and bounds too. If you look at the number of stakers in ETH 2.0 beacon chain going up, the number of ETH stake going up, right? The number of DeFi projects, which are all growing right now, especially with the collapse of CeFi. Most of them are on Ethereum. Most NFTs are on Ethereum, right? And they're getting ready for their beacon chain, which is coming officially now September. I believe it's September 19th, right? So you definitely don't want to give up on Ethereum, man. Let's not forget the SEC already deemed Ethereum a commodity. So are they going to turn around and now say, no, we made a mistake and we're going to deem it as security? It just seems like they're not going to do that at this point in time. Unless they want to do it just to get back at Ripple, because Ripple seems to have the upper hand right now with this lawsuit. Okay. And Ripple disclosed they have spent $100 million or close to $100 million on legal expenses. This is how costly it is to go up against the SEC or against any government agency. So there's not the small guys, of course, they cave. They don't have the money for this. But someone like Ripple, they do have the money, and they're going to fight it. And Brad Garlinghouse is arguing that it's not just for Ripple. This is for the entire crypto community. And I agree with that because I do want to see Ripple win and SEC, not overstepping going forward. But this is very, very expensive. And like I said, will the SEC declare Ethereum a security, just get it back at Ripple? I don't think so, but we'll see how desperate Gary Gensler is. But right now, Ripple has the upper hand because they have won the case to get the testimonials and any data that the SEC had before in declaring Ethereum a commodity and not a security. And of course, Ripple can utilize that to make their own arguments, right? But the SEC did not want to hand that over. Even though they lost the court case, they deemed it as client privilege, attorney-client privilege. And then the court's like, that's ridiculous. So they overthrew that. So now the SEC has no choice unless they try to bring this to the Supreme Court, which would be more ridiculous. But, just want to talk about that.
If you are new to the space and you're looking to buy your very first Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any other crypto, head over to CryptosRus.com and click on Best Crypto Exchanges. This will give you a list of all the major exchanges out there to choose from.